The arena stank of blood and rust. Chains clattered against the stone as Marcus Hale was shoved forward, and still he laughed. Not the laugh of bravado, not the laugh of a fool. This was the laugh of a man who had nothing left to lose and dared the universe to call his bluff. "We thought he would beg," wrote one scribe later. Instead, he smirked and asked if anyone had a cold beer. Above him, the Keeler nobles leaned from their jeweled seats. They had brought the human here as a spectacle, a fragile species, soft-skinned and unarmored, tossed against the Gorith, apex predator of 10 systems. It was meant to be a reminder that humans were curiosities, not contenders. Marcus cracked his neck, squinting against the blistering light. "Guess it's Tuesday." The gates split apart, and the Gorith thundered out. Its claws carved ruts into the sand. Its jaws gaped wide enough to swallow him whole. Entire colonies had fallen silent beneath this beast's hunger. The audience held its breath. Marcus tilted his head. Seen uglier on Shark Week. He moved only at the last instant, rolling aside as talons split the earth. He rose bleeding but still grinning, throwing sand into the creature's eyes. The crowd murmured in confusion. They expected despair, not jokes. The beast came again. Marcus staggered, ribs cracking, sweat and blood mixing. His breath grew ragged, but he shouted to the heavens, "Florida Man would have wrestled 2 of you." We researched later. Florida Man is not a general, but a myth of chaos among humans. The fact chilled us more than the Gorith's scream. Marcus scavenged a shard of metal from the arena floor, too small to matter, until he tore strips from his trousers and bound it with a strip of gray adhesive. Duct tape. We do not understand duct tape. Weapon in hand, he stabbed, not with elegance, but with desperation, landing blow after blow as the monster raged. Its scales cracked, its hide smoked, yet still it pressed him down. Finally it pinned him, claws raking flesh, jaws descending to end him. We turned away, all but one, the one who kept the record, and saw what came next. Marcus roared, a sound like storms tearing mountains apart. He seized the beast's jaws with both hands. His muscles tore, his bones screamed, but he forced them wider, wider still. The Gorith shrieked. With a final, impossible wrench, Marcus ripped its throat open and bathed himself in the blood of victory. Silence. The human collapsed, body broken. Yet even as the guards approached, he dragged himself upright. His eyes met the Emperor's, and his grin, crimson and cracked, never faltered. Next time, he rasped send to. The Emperor, cloaked in centuries of untouchable rule, whispered the only command his throat could muster. Release him. From that day, whispers spread. We scribes argued if he was miracle or omen. Soldiers muttered about courage beyond reason. Children in distant colonies played at being human, roaring defiance into night. Marcus refused honor. He asked only for a microwave burrito. We built one from the records of his species, confused by its mediocrity. He smiled, winced through broken teeth, and said, "Now that's civilization." He slept then, not knowing the Empire trembled. For we had seen something that should not exist. Inevitability undone by stubborn flesh. And you, reader, if you wonder why this matters, understand this. Monsters may be stronger, empires older, but the human heart is a fire that refuses extinction. Do not mistake frailty for weakness. Do not laugh at their humor. It is their weapon. And if ever you meet one, standing in blood and ruin, smiling as though death itself were only an inconvenience, know that you are already too late.